Good evening, welcome, actually afternoon, welcome on in to the afternoon edition of From Day One. Boards are ready with Team Skeptic, let's begin.
You will be held accountable. You will be held accountable.
You got it, okay. All right, well said, thank you.
You'll be held accountable, asshole.
Hey, whoa! Do you French kiss your sister with that mouth? Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have an extremely rude and belligerent Richard who digs himself deeper and deeper in a legal hole every time he opens his dumbass mouth. So let's begin.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Might I have your name, please?
I can hardly hear you. It's
I'm sorry?
Jeffrey Bloom.
All right, Mr. Bloom. Mr. Bloom, we're here on a felony complaint today. As such, you're entitled to be represented by counsel.
I can't hear you. They got some kind of air thing going on.
I don't know why you're looking around. That air sound you hear is coming from inside your head and is a result of the vortex of nothingness that exists between your ears.
All right, I'll speak up. We're here today on a felony complaint. You're entitled to have to be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. Do you wish me to do that?
Yes, sir. I don't know why I'm being arraigned without having an attorney anyway.
This is the first opportunity that you've got to have the court to appoint an attorney for you. That's why.
So this isn't an arraignment?
Yes, this is an arraignment on a felony complaint.
Aren't I supposed to have an attorney present during my arraignment?
Did you not hear the magistrate? He's asking you if you want a court-appointed attorney. Since this is your first appearance in court, they haven't had a chance to assign you one yet.
Yes, you are, if you want one. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
The question to you is, do you want me to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now we're cooking. Now you have an attorney. All right, Ms. Reed, how do you wish to proceed?
As I did not have a chance to meet with Mr. Bloom, we would appreciate having the complaint read on the record, but we will stand mute.
All right, well, you do want me to read it though, do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so one count complaint for domestic violence, felony complaint. It's alleged that on or about July 11th of 2022, Mr. Bloom did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Tiffany Dell, a resident or former resident of his household, and or his spouse and or an individual with whom he has a dating relationship, contrary to the laws of the state of Michigan. This is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and or a fine of $500. However, this is a third offense. So now that it's a third offense, it gets moved up to a felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years and or $5,000 in fines. All right?
Got it, Judge. He's in for domestic violence. This is his third offense, and he's a piece of shit. Let's see if the prosecutor agrees.
Judge, this defendant has a highly assaultive criminal history. He actually was on probation, which I didn't know when I filled out the bond form, but he was on probation for felonious assault when he committed this domestic violence third offense. So therefore, I'm asking the court to deny his bond based on that and based on the fact that they were both violent felonies. And I believe he's a threat to the community. His criminal history, it's purely assaultive in nature. And like I said, he was on probation for a highly assaultive crime. So I'm asking you to deny bond. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Reed?
Yes, thank you. We would like to ask for, at the very least, a low cash bond so that Mr. Bloom can earn credit for time served in this matter. I do understand that he also does have that probation violation hearing, I believe maybe later this afternoon. If he did not already check in there, I believe that docket started at 1:30. And so I understand the prosecution's position, and I do understand that initially they were asking for a $20,000 cash or surety bond. And so we would just like to ask for a low cash bond so that he could begin earning credit for time served.
Anything further? All right, bond is set at $200,000 cash or surety.
What?
He said $200,000, Richard. You know, because you're already out on probation for a violent assault and you just picked up your third domestic violent assault. I mean, I can see you're a danger to society. My viewers can see that you're a danger to society. The prosecutor sees it, and the judge wants to be very clear that if you want to get out so you can go ahead and go beat some more women, it's going to cost you $200,000.
I believe he does pose a risk to the community. He has a significant assaultive history.
Wow.
We'll set his pretrial, probable cause for July 21st. Obviously, he's not going to do a waiver. So July 21st at 9 o'clock, probable cause conference.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Anything further? Yeah.
Don't I have 14 days on a felony case to have preliminary examination within 14 days?
Oh my God. The date of this arraignment was July 12th. His next court date is July 21st. 21 minus 12 equal 9. 9 smaller than 14. Big number hard for Dick Flute.
That is within 14 days.
Okay, well, another thing is there was never a dating relationship here.
This is not the place to argue your case.
Okay.
This is an arraignment. You tell it to the judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the conditions, if you are released on bond, you're not to go to 9-8 in Ypsilanti.
Is that where you live, sir?
I went over there a couple days. She called.
Lot 91. I'm sorry, I didn't get the lot in there.
I don't want you to talk about the facts, sir. I just wanted to know if that was where you live.
No.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
There was no
you're not to
dating
have any.
relationship. There was no, I didn't.
Okay,
Okay, that's fine,
look,
that's fine.
Mr. Bloom, let me talk. Okay? Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting there for a long time.
Damn, that's cruel, Judge. You know as well as I do that he's not going to post that $200,000 bond. So he's going to be sitting there for a long time regardless.
You're not to have any contact with Tiffany Blaisdell or BLISDLL. In the event that you are able to post bond, you are ordered to wear a GPS tether.
Okay, Your Honor. One more thing, Your Honor, and I'll be quiet. I'll go back. I'll do whatever you say.
Okay, it's your case. Go ahead.
Exactly. It's your case to lose. So go right ahead and incriminate yourself on the record and in front of the prosecutor, and let's see how that works for you.
I didn't commit a crime here. She called me.
Don't talk about the facts of the case.
Okay, well, this needs to be
Mr.
said.
Bloom.
I know, but
Mr.
you do
Bloom,
not need to
let
say
me
it right
warn
now.
you.
I advise you to.
Ms. Reed is trying to.
I need to say this.
You really don't, as it will most certainly be used against you in a future court appearance. You know, I really should just make a new series called Snitching on Yourself in Zoom Court featuring Richards and Ambers.
Your Honor.
Well, you don't need to say this. Anything you say right now
That's
can
fine.
and will
That's
be
fine.
used against you at
That's
trial.
fine. I don't care. I don't care. She needs help. She needs help. She's
The court
Ms.
cannot do
Reed,
anything
I
about
think
that.
we're done here unless you have anything
She's
further.
got warrants for her arrest, Your Honor.
Hold on. So you're not even snitching on yourself. You're snitching on the woman you were beating on.
Allegedly.
Snitching is bad, but dry snitching? That's just fucked up. That's when you snitch on someone else for no gain for yourself. Like in this instance. Richard is so pissed off that he can't hit this woman anymore that he's dry snitching on her to punish her for his actions. Looks like we got a real winner here, ladies.
And she's an
And
alcoholic.
further
She can't
from your-
function
law
without
enforcement will
alcohol.
handle that on their own. We do not need to discuss that here.
She
Please,
needs help. Okay.
that is
you
not something we can
know,
address today.
I'm letting the court know that she needs help and you're
Okay,
denying
thank
her-
you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
denying her the help that she needs.
I
The court
do.
cannot do anything about that today.
You will be held accountable. You will be held accountable.
You got it. Okay. All
You'll
right,
be
we're all set.
accountable.
Thank you.
You'll be held accountable, asshole.
See ya.
Bye. Have a great time.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. The moral of this story is, don't assault other people, stop dry snitching, and don't be a dick. If you like this video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. But don't forget to comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any more of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.
Yes. You're supposed to be here in person. Why are you not here?
My letter tells me it's Zoom on 6/22.
Not showing up to court is not a good start, dick. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we begin our exploration of the male Karen in court, also known as a Richard, more commonly known as a dick. So let's begin.
That's what my letter tells me.
I'm looking at the notice that was sent out.
All right, I
So
have
there
it
was-
right,
so-
I have it right here in front of me.
Mr. Chahowski,
Yes,
your original letter that was sent out on March 23rd said that it was to be via Zoom. Another letter was sent out on May 13th because instead of a review, it was going to be a violation. And that violation was changed to be a hearing in court. And Mr. Morano tried to reach out to you regarding this and was unsuccessful. So did you not have the right contact information?
So I did not have any good contact for him. I have emailed him and he has scheduled to appear for appointments on May 23rd and June 7th as well. So I've had no contact with Mr. Krause for.
When's the last time you had contact with him?
Last time we had contact was May the 9th.
So Mr. Chahowski, how did you think probation was supposed to go? Did you think that you just checked and you felt like it?
no, not at all. I understand my civic responsibility. That's why I'm with you. That's why I'm with you here today.
Well, technically, you've joined via Zoom call. If you were actually with him, then you would actually be down at the courthouse where you were actually supposed to be.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm in the process of moving and I've changed locations. And since I moved locations, my email has been locked.
This may be the first time I've ever heard of an email address that's geo-locked to a physical address. Either that, or Richard just blowing smoke out his dick hole.
So I haven't been able to get a hold of my probation officer through my email. And I'm dealing with that right now.
Well, is
I
your phone number
understand
is your phone number the same?
No, I got a different phone number.
I think the real question that needs to be asked here is, has the probation officer's number changed? Because if it hasn't, then there's no excuse why you didn't call them from your new phone.
So Mr. Chahowski, when you're on probation, when you change address and phone number, don't you think it would be a good idea to make sure your probation officer knows that?
Well, I think it's a good idea, but you got to understand, I've been dealing with my father's death that I caused. And I've been dealing with cleaning out the house and I've been trying to find an apartment. Yes, I understand that. And I do understand my civic responsibility. I do, this is the first contact that I've gotten at this location. And I'm happy to give my phone number and my address to my probation officer.
Yeah, notifying your probation officer of a change of address or change of phone number is something you're supposed to do before you violate probation.
Mr. Chowski, I need to see you in person, so I will adjourn this 1 week. So it will be set again a week from today at the same time.
Why do you want to see me in person? I don't know if I can go down there. I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't have a driver's license. I cannot drive. I can't be going any place. You know, my license is restricted. So I'm not really sure whether or not, and I'm not sure the reason you want me down there. For what reason? To put me in handcuffs and put me in another 44 days of jail?
One only could wonder why Dick would get locked up for 44 days last time he was physically in a courtroom. And trust me when I say this, if that judge wanted to lock you up, he wouldn't be giving you another court date, he'd be issuing you a bench warrant.
All right, so Mr. Chowski, this will be real simple. I'm just gonna, I wanna make sure you can hear me okay, and I'm a little concerned at your tone.
Well, I'm a little concerned about what you're stating. I'm a little concerned. You want me down there for what? For what reason?
Okay, so I will note today that Mr. Chowski was aware that he was supposed to be here today. Mr. Chowski has indicated that, oh, hang on a second. Mr. Chowski, can you hear me? Mr. Chowski, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, officer, or honor.
All right, this is real simple. I'm indicating to you right now that it is the order of this court that you present yourself to the court a week from today. Are you telling me?
Your Honor, I'm not going to court. I cannot get there, all right? Period. That's my life.
Well, if you don't show up to court when told to do so, then your life is going to change dramatically, starting with the walls that surround you. So if your license is revoked and you can't drive to make it to your court date, then you better put on your turbocharged Nikes and walk your ass up there.
My probation officer knows my, and he can adhere to that. I cannot go to court. Last time I went to court, they put me in handcuffs and put me in jail for 44 days. I'm not going.
Was that, Mr. Chowski, was that my?
I'm not saying that it's water that he's drinking, but I'm also not saying that it's not vodka neither.
Court, or was that a different court?
That was Macomb County, but I know why you want me to go down there to put me in handcuffs. What the hell did I, Your Honor, what did I do? What did I do?
Mr. Chowski, I'm happy to explain it to you. You have failed to appear for probation appointments.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I told you why I did it.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Listen to me.
All right, Mr. Chowski, I'm not gonna tolerate you speaking to the court in that tone. You failed to appear today. You've indicated, no, Mr. Chowski, I'll get you on mute. I have nothing more than I need to hear from you. I've indicated to you that you have 1 week from today to appear at the court. If you're not here a week from today, then you're absolutely right. You will find yourself in a jail cell a week from today. If you show up a week from today and perhaps explain to me what's going on with you in a manner that's respectful, he's not listening. No. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is unfortunate, because I watch this judge quite a bit, and he'll do everything in his power to keep someone out of jail. But this Richard is being such a dick that he can't even realize that the judge is trying to help him out.
Okay, so, Mr. Chowski, I'm going to adjourn this violation for 1 week. I'm going to adjourn this violation, and it's going to be in person. Now, during that week, I am inviting you to reach out to your probation officer, because nothing is etched in stone. Your last experience where you went in person to court, you did 30 days, okay? Now, you are not in compliance with probation, but that doesn't mean that I automatically go to the consequence of a jail sentence. Because I know, Mr. Chahowski, that with you, there are also, there are many different challenges, including some mental health challenges that you try to work through. And I know that your rage at the court right now and inappropriate behavior today is a byproduct of fear and a byproduct I know there to be a significant mental health challenge. So I am willing to wait and pause and give you a week to respectfully reach out to probation, understand why you're in violation, try to see if you can correct those violations and come up with a plan outside of the jail setting. I am at least willing, even now, to consider those opportunities. I have not made a snap judgment about you, Mr. Chahowski. I have not come to the conclusion that you are unredeemable or that you need to do 93 days in jail. I simply ask that you not make a snap judgment about me or my probation department. Everybody here is required, wait, I will unmute you in a second. Everybody here is required to meet certain standards. You are here for criminal behavior that needs to be addressed. I know when your mouth is open, sir, that you're not listening to me. I know when your mouth is open, I will unmute you and you can make some comments in a second, all right? But I know when your mouth is open, you're not hearing me. You made an assumption. You've made an assumption that I'm trying to figure out a way to put you in jail, all right? I'm simply trying to get you to come here as anybody else who has a violation. Everybody else who has a violation is here today in person. Everybody else. I don't have a special set of rules for Daniel Chahowski. You have to meet the same set of rules as everybody else.
Oh, Judge, you do realize that telling a dick that his Richard isn't special is only going to make the situation worse.
So, I will be happy to unmute you, sir, right now, but just recognize that although you are not present in court, in court as far as in person, you are still in a court setting. You are still in a court setting. So if you are disrespectful, rude, if you are if I unmute this, sir, and you use language that's inappropriate, I can find you in contempt of court and sentence you to jail. Yes, I can find you in contempt of court. Let's see what happens here.
I guess this is the part where you predict what's about to happen in the comment section below.
Mr. Chahowski. Mr. Chahowski. So, sir, do you understand that a week from now, you need to be here in person? I've allowed you to unmute.
I'm on unmute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. I spent 44 days in jail at Macomb in Oakland County Jail. During that time, I contracted COVID-19. I was released, and my father caught COVID-19 from me, and he passed away. So, do you really believe jail sentence is the right alternative to go in this pandemic that we're having right now? Is that what you're feeling it, or are you not concerned with that?
Mr. Chahowski, there are many precautions that are put in place right now, and so
no, there's not. No, there's not. There's no precautions. You got to straighten out your court.
And how exactly do you expect the judge to do that, Richard, without throwing a dick in jail for 30 days for contempt of court?
Mr. Chahowski, I've advised you that you need to be here in a week. This conversation is over. If you're not here in a week, then you guarantee yourself a jail sentence. If you're here in a week, then maybe we can talk about alternatives. I'm happy to have that conversation.
All right, Your Honor, I will contact my probation officer, but I won't be there in a week, and I want that down on record.
Okay, and Mr. Chahowski, I want to make sure it's also down on the record that I advise you fully that if you're not here in a week, that a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest. This conversation is over.
Well, there you have it, guys. He's actually doing court today, and I'll be watching. So if I see a dick in court, You'll be the first one to know. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you disliked it,
Alright, with that, we will bring that episode to a close. Please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Get us to the goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, so Boxy sends us nice red packages, and Google puts us on the algorithms. Sorry the shows have been a little recently, but I've been diagnosed with that disease. So unfortunately I've been running extremely blah, but we will try our best to keep the show going. No guarantees, but we will try. Till then, again, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another, and release the Kraken as we march on this afternoon and every afternoon here from Table 1. Have a great afternoon. The Slob Sits and Karens are in the evening.